Hey there, fellow Americans. Breaking news that could change your financial situation. Congress has just announced a groundbreaking $5,100 one-time payment for seniors, and you won't want to miss out on this incredible opportunity. If you're receiving SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, this news is especially important for you. Before we dive deep into all the details, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on crucial updates about benefits, payments, and financial assistance programs. The announcement of this $5,100 one-time payment has sent waves through the senior community, and for good reason. With rising inflation and increasing living costs, many seniors have been struggling to make ends meet. But what exactly does this new payment mean for you? And how can you ensure you don't miss out on this significant financial boost? Let's break it all down and answer all your burning questions. First and foremost, let's address who qualifies for this payment. If you're a senior citizen receiving Social Security benefits, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, you could be eligible for this $5,100 payment. But here's the catch: you must apply by June 3rd to be considered. Why such a tight deadline? The government wants to ensure efficient distribution of funds and help those who need it most as quickly as possible. But don't worry, I'll guide you through the application process step by step. You might be wondering, why is Congress offering this payment now? The answer lies in the current economic climate. With inflation affecting everything from groceries to healthcare costs, many seniors are finding it increasingly difficult to maintain their standard of living. This payment is designed to provide immediate relief and help bridge the gap between rising costs and fixed incomes. But what makes this payment different from previous stimulus checks or cost of living adjustments? Unlike regular benefit increases or previous stimulus payments, this $5,100 payment is specifically targeted at seniors and disabled Americans who rely on federal benefits. The amount was carefully calculated to address the increased expenses many beneficiaries have faced over the past year. But here's what many people don't realize: this payment won't affect your regular benefits or cause any reductions in other assistance you might be receiving. Now, let's talk about the application process. Many viewers have been asking, how complicated is the application? Surprisingly, it's simpler than you might think. The government has streamlined the process to make it as accessible as possible, especially for seniors who might not be tech-savvy. You can apply online, by phone, or in person at your local Social Security office. However, there are some important documents you'll need to have ready. To apply, you'll need your Social Security number, proof of age, citizenship status, and current benefit information. If you're receiving VA benefits, you'll also need your VA file number. But here's something crucial that many people overlook: you'll need to provide current contact information and a valid bank account for direct deposit. Don't have a bank account? Don't worry, there are alternative payment methods available, but direct deposit is the fastest way to receive your funds. One question that keeps coming up is, will this payment be taxed? The good news is that this payment is considered a special assistance payment, similar to previous stimulus checks, which means it generally won't be counted as taxable income. However, it's always wise to consult with a tax professional about your specific situation. Speaking of financial planning, how should you best use this $5,100 payment? While everyone's situation is different, financial experts recommend using this payment strategically. Consider paying off high-interest debt, creating an emergency fund, or addressing necessary home repairs or medical needs you've been putting off. But here's a tip many don't consider: you might want to set aside a portion for future expenses, especially given the unpredictable nature of the economy. Many viewers have asked about the timing of the payment. Once approved, how long will it take to receive the funds? According to the announcement, most eligible recipients should receive their payment within 2 to 3 weeks of approval. However, processing times may vary depending on the volume of applications and your chosen payment method. Direct deposit recipients typically receive their funds first, followed by those opting for physical checks or cards. But what if you miss the June 3rd deadline? This is crucial. There's very limited flexibility with the deadline. While there might be some exceptions for extraordinary circumstances, it's essential to submit your application as soon as possible. Don't wait until the last minute, as technical issues or missing documentation could delay your application. Here's something interesting many people don't realize: this payment is part of a broader initiative to support seniors and disabled Americans. But what does this mean for future support? While this is currently a one-time payment, it could set a precedent for similar assistance in the future. The success of this program and its impact on beneficiaries will likely influence future policy decisions. Security is another common concern. How can I protect myself from scams related to this payment? Unfortunately, whenever there's a new government benefit, scammers try to take advantage. Remember, legitimate government agencies will never ask for payment to process your application, and they won't contact you through social media or unsolicited emails. If someone claims they can help you get the payment faster for a fee, it's a scam. Let's talk about some lesser-known aspects of this payment program. Did you know that even if you're currently living outside the United States but receiving eligible benefits, you might still qualify? However, there are some specific requirements and restrictions for international recipients. Additionally, if you're a representative payee for someone else, you can apply on their behalf, but you'll need to provide additional documentation. Many viewers have asked about the impact on other benefits and assistance programs. Will receiving this $5,100 payment affect eligibility for other forms of assistance like SNAP benefits or Medicare? The good news is that this payment is generally not counted as income for determining eligibility for federal or state assistance programs. However, it's always good to check with your local benefits office for specific guidance. Here's an important consideration that often gets overlooked. What happens if you're eligible but currently have an outstanding debt to the federal government? In most cases, this payment won't be offset by federal debts, unlike some other federal payments. However, there are some exceptions, and it's important to understand how this might apply to your situation. For those wondering about the documentation process, here's a pro tip: start gathering your documents now, even if you plan to apply later. This includes recent benefit statements, identification documents, and proof of address. Having everything ready will make the application process much smoother and help avoid delays that could put you at risk of missing the deadline. What about married couples where both spouses receive benefits? This is a common question, and here's the answer: eligible individuals can each apply for the payment. This means that a household where both spouses qualify could potentially receive $10,200 in total. However, each person must meet the eligibility requirements independently. For those with disabilities who receive Ssdi or SSI, there are some specific considerations to keep in mind. The application process might have additional accommodations available, and you may be able to get assistance with completing the application if needed. Don't let concerns about the application process deter you from claiming this important benefit. Looking ahead, what does this payment mean for the future of senior benefits? While this is a one-time payment, it represents an important acknowledgement of the financial challenges facing seniors and disabled Americans. Could this lead to more regular supplemental payments in the future? While there's no guarantee, staying informed about policy developments is crucial. As we wrap up this comprehensive guide to the $5,100 one-time payment, remember that time is of the essence. The June 3rd deadline might seem far away, but it's crucial to act now to ensure you don't miss out on this significant financial opportunity. Have you started gathering your documents? Have you checked your eligibility? Don't wait until the last minute to begin this process. Remember, staying informed is your best defense against missing out on important benefits and assistance programs. That's why I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. We're committed to bringing you the latest updates on benefits, payments, and financial assistance programs that could make a real difference in your life. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with friends and family who might benefit from this information. Drop your questions in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them in upcoming videos. Together, we can ensure that everyone who's eligible for this important payment gets the assistance they deserve. Stay tuned for more updates and detailed guides on navigating benefit programs and making the most of available financial assistance. Until next time, take care and don't forget, June 3rd is coming up fast, so start your application process today.